Right. This is another video. I don't need to tell you guys. I don't need to tell you guys what part I'm on because my keyboard works now. My keyboard works. Before I talk, more about SkySource and the canons I'm thinking of for my movies, as usual, the reason why I'm delving into this topic, the price for fame, freedom, is because I want to all you actors out there who dream of being, you know, I'm saying, a famous what? A famous movie star in Hollywood. I'm saying a famous television B-list actor. You know, if you want to be the next KJ Apa is not an A-list actor, but he's a famous B-list television star. You want to be someone like him, obviously. You know what I'm saying? You want to be the next Will Smith, Henry Cavill. You have to understand, even though these guys are famous and they're rich, they all have to what? They all have to pay a price for fame and fortune. There's no such thing as free money in Hollywood. So to all you aspiring actors out there, if you want to go into Hollywood, go right ahead. I recommend you don't, because the Hollywood system is very wicked. But if you want to go into Hollywood and be famous, you get into Hollywood and you're famous and rich, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? You're successful, obviously. You'll live a decent life for yourself because you have a lot of money and you're famous, obviously. The fame and wealth is nice, obviously. That stuff is all nice. I'm just saying that all comes at a horrific price, man. And when I mean, look, man, when I mean horrific price, I really mean horrific price. You're looking at a horrific price to be famous and rich. Remember, even though you're going to be famous and rich, is it worth selling your soul and freedom over for? In my opinion, it's not. You know, to all you aspiring actors out there, if you want to make it into Hollywood, go right ahead. Hollywood's the best of the best. If you break it into the industry and you what? You bow the knee to the system and you're now one of them, obviously. Congratulations. You'll be successful, obviously. Which is good. You'll be successful, obviously. I'm just saying, what? You're gonna have to pay a horrific price to be rich and famous. I already gave you some ideas of what I'm talking about. Like when you're married, when you're in a relationship, even when you're in a relationship and you're married, if you want the money coming in, you still have to be there saving. So keep that in mind. Imagine you're married, you get married, you know what I'm saying? You have a good marriage, right? You have a good marriage in Hollywood. You're married, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you have a lot of money, you're married and all that stuff. You marry this hot celebrity, you marry this hot male, you know what I'm saying? You're married. Even when you're married, if you want to do your movies, you know what I'm saying? Do your television show. If you want to keep that money coming in, you still gotta what? You still gotta do it. You still gotta what? Be a dirty slave, which can really, really fuck up the relationship. Believe me, man, that can really, really fuck up the relationship. Hence why the Hollywood celebrities are very depressed. A lot of them commit suicide. Relationships don't. A lot of relationships don't last long in Hollywood because the system is fucked up. Obviously, hence, even though those actors are rich, it seems like whenever you see what. You know, whenever you see couples on the red carpet, all that stuff, everything looks glamorous and beautiful on the red carpet. But I guarantee behind the scenes, a lot of those couples are very miserable, depressed. Some of them cry, break down because the system is fucked up, obviously. Very, very fucked up, obviously. It's a wicked system, obviously. Don't hate me, Hollywood, I'm saying. I don't mean to expose Hollywood. I'm just saying, man, to all you aspiring actors out there, if you want to break it into the Hollywood system, you're going to have to pay a price to be rich. That's all I'm saying. In my opinion, look, man, yeah, Hollywood's the best of the best, but in my opinion, man, if getting signed by an independent Canadian company, independent Australian company, British company, you know what I'm saying? If getting signed by that company means you get your freedom and you're still making a good living, that's a good option to consider, man. Like, Hollywood is not your only option. There's a lot of good independent companies out there you can work for that would gladly pay you, even if they pay you $60,000, $100,000 and they grant you freedom. Freedom is worth more than money, believe me, man. As I told you, for someone like me, I would rather be in an independent Canadian show in Canada, be famous. I'll still be famous. I'd rather be the independent Canadian show in Canada, have experience some fame, obviously, make $200,000 a year and have my freedom, than make $20 million a year, being a famous movie star in Hollywood, and selling my soul and losing and being a dirty slave and losing my freedom. Fuck that shit. I'd rather be in that Canadian independent show because I told you, freedom is worth more than money. Believe me, man. Freedom is worth more than money. And I'm the rare one, as most people in the world would gladly what? Most people in the world, if they had a choice of being in a Canadian independent Canadian television show, making $200,000 a year, being free, or making $20 million a year, being a famous movie star in Hollywood, most of them would choose Hollywood in a heartbeat, obviously, because people in this world will do anything for money, obviously. As most people in this world will choose money over freedom. Because that's the world we live in. There's a few people out there who would choose freedom over money, but I highly doubt it. Most people in this world would I'd rather have a lot of money and not be free than be free and not be a millionaire. Obviously. Because people will do anything in this world for money, obviously. As most people in this world would gladly sell their soul for fame and fortune. But what they don't realize is the price they have to pay, man. You're looking at a horrific price. In other words, all these Hollywood actors, when they're in that office, because they're so desperate and they want that money so bad and they want to be famous on stuff, they end up selling their soul, obviously. But once they're in the system, it finally hits them. Oh my god! Like, even though I'm rich, I fucking paid a horrific price to make this money, man. It came at a price, yeah, man. Making that money comes at a price, man. It comes at a horrific price, obviously. But I told you. Even though I don't mean to hate on these Hollywood celebrities, even though these Hollywood celebrities are sellouts and they're not free, and you know what I'm saying, a lot of them cry, they're depressed, you know what I'm saying, they break down, they even watch my videos for comfort, you know what I'm saying, I know a lot of you Hollywood celebrities that watch my videos for comfort, obviously, because a lot of you guys are obviously depressed and miserable, you cry, because you have a lot of money, at least what? In other words, even though these Hollywood celebrities are sellouts, congratulations, you guys are what? You guys are the best of the best, you're successful, you're famous, you're successful, you have a successful career. Even though you're dirty slaves and you're sellouts, at least you're rich, at least you're living an amazing life for yourself. You can still live an amazing life for yourself. But I told you, because you're not free, chances are you're gonna be what? You're gonna be a bit depressed and miserable because you're not free, obviously. As there's nothing worse than having a lot of money. You go to bed and in the back of the mind you know you're a dirty slave and you're not free. It's a very, very crushing thought, man. Very, very crushing thought. Hence why I told you I want nothing to do with the Hollywood system, as I want nothing to do with Hollywood, man. And I told you, if I had a choice of being a famous movie star in Hollywood, you know what I'm saying, and selling out and being a dirty slave, making $20 a year, or if I had a choice of making $200,000 a year doing an independent Canadian television show, I would rather make that $200,000 and do that in independent Canadian television show, have my freedom, than be in Hollywood and make my millions and sell my soul. No fucking way. Because I know selling my freedom isn't worth the money, man. It's not worth it. Right now, even though I'm not rich, you know what I'm saying? It's an amazing feeling to have freedom. It's such a good feeling to have freedom. That's why VJ envies me so much, man. Even though it's funny, think about this. VJ is richer than me. She has a lot more money than me. She has money in the bank. She's famous. She's living a life in Hollywood, and I guarantee she envies me so much. Why? Because Ivan O'Mara, even though he's not as rich as me, at least he's free. And then it's an amazing feeling to have freedom, obviously. Ivan's free, hence why VJ envies me so much. All the Hollywood celebrities, I guarantee you, envy me too. Because even though they have all this money, none of them are free, man. They're all sellouts. They're all dirty slaves. Whereas Ivan has freedom, and these Hollywood celebrities want that freedom so bad, obviously. Hence why they watch my videos for comfort, because they know my Sky Source Entertainment Company is their last hope for freedom, obviously. And hence why all the Hollywood actors who are in my movie, they're all going to really, really beg, man. The main reason why they're going to beg, because they want to be saved. They don't want to be left behind, obviously. They don't want to be left behind. The second reason is what? The Sky Source is buried in Hollywood, obviously. And the third reason is they were free, man. They had freedom. They know what it feels like to be rich, make a lot of money, and to have freedom, which is an amazing feeling. As being rich and free is every person's dream. Being rich and free is the ultimate dream. It's everyone's dream to be rich and free. As it's nice to have freedom, and it's nice to have a lot of money. As having a lot of money and be free is the best feeling. Is the ultimate dream, obviously. To be rich and free is everyone's ultimate dream. It's an amazing feeling to have freedom, which is good, obviously. And it's also an amazing feeling to have a lot of money and be rich, obviously. As it's not nice being poor. It's not nice having a lot of money. At the same time, it's not nice not having freedom, obviously. But hence, being rich and free is the best of both worlds, and that's every Hollywood celebrity's dream. That's never going to happen. Obviously, you want to keep the money coming in. You got to be a dirty slave. That's how it works. Obviously. Now, enough about me talking about the price for fame. I already talked about this many times now. Hence why I'm gonna end it off with this. All you aspiring all you see is actors who wanna be a famous Hollywood movie star, a famous Hollywood singer. You know what I'm saying, a famous stand-up comedian, like, you know what I'm saying, like Russell Peters, Dave Chappelle. You know what I'm saying. You want to be a famous television B-list actor, like KJ Apple, for example. You know what I'm saying. Stephen Amell, Grant Austin. You want to be a famous television star like those guys. Achieve that dream all you want. If you break it into the industry, congratulations. Even though you're a sellout and you're not free, at least you're still successful. Obviously, you're making a lot of money. You're famous. I'm just saying that all comes at a price, man. That's all I'm gonna say. It comes at a price, man. It comes at a price. That's all I'm gonna say. If you want to take that path and go to Hollywood, take that path all you want. I'm just saying, it all comes at a price, and you will lose your freedom. Obviously, you will get your wealth, you get your fame, but you lose your freedom. Obviously. And the question you should ask yourself, is it really worth it? Is it really worth losing your freedom for being famous and rich? In my opinion, it's not. As your freedom is worth more than money, in my opinion. Just like Ivan and VJ's glory is worth more than what? Their bullshit rip-off sex. Your freedom is worth more than money, man. Because being free, trust me, being free is an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling to have freedom. But it's also an amazing feeling to have a lot of money. Hence why being rich and free, you're getting the best of worlds. Hence why I'm the lucky one, is I get to be rich and I also get to be free. I get the best of both worlds. And so I'm fucking lucky, obviously. And hence why all the Hollywood actors are desperately going to want to work for my company, because they know from my company they'll know what it's like to be rich and free, which is an amazing feeling. It's an amazing feeling to make a lot of money and to have freedom. It's an amazing feeling. Yeah, if I work for Ivan's company, I'm going to know what it's like to make my millions, to make my free, clean millions, and to also have freedom. Because the actors are going to know what it's like to make a lot of money and have freedom for a couple years, obviously. So after I film my movie, I'm going to know what it's like to have freedom for a couple months or so. And so I'm experiencing fame. I have my money. I don't have to do anything. I'm free. I made all this money, and it's an amazing feeling, obviously. And then hence why they're going to really beg, and some of them might even cry, because they know when they go back to Hollywood, they're going to go back to being dirty slaves and making their dirty millions, obviously. Right? And once I make this video, I'll stop talking about that topic. Once I make this video, I will go to the store. I will get smokes. I will get beer. I'm happy now. I'm more happy now because what? I know I'm going to be receiving more checks until the end of the year. Obviously, I'm going to receive a little less than $750, but I'm still going to be receiving $650 for the month of November and for the month of December. Hence, I'll have money for myself, obviously. And so once I make that final announcement, I'll be more happy because I know I'll have money to do stuff. I can go get smokes, get beer, and let myself finally know I'll have money for myself, which is nice, obviously. So after I make this video, I'll go to the store, get beer, get smokes, take a shower. Take a shower first, go to the store, get beer, get smokes. Upload my video, my show, my television show. I'll enjoy the show, and I'll be watching games online. I've been watching some amazing games online on YouTube, man. Some good quality games, man. I've been binging it all night. I've been going to bed like at 5 o'clock the past couple days, obviously. And then once I eat, I like eating food after I drink my beer. Once I drink my beer, I'll go upstairs and eat the hamburgers that my step-parents made. They made some good Angus burgers upstairs. So I'll have a good 2 burgers for myself after I drink my beer and I have some of my smokes and stuff, obviously. Right? And I'm gonna keep saying this. Skyshow's Entertainment will be what? The biggest film brand in the entertainment business. It'll be bigger than Disney Film Studios. I'm gonna keep saying this. I'm gonna keep repeating this in all my videos. It'll be bigger than Warner Bros. It'll be bigger than Paramount. It'll be bigger than Lionsgate. It'll be bigger than all those companies. Bigger than all those companies, man. You're looking at a top-notch company. That's why all these Hollywood celebrities are desperately gonna send the reels, man. You're looking at something fucking crazy. When I mean crazy, you're looking at something fucking crazy, man. You're looking at all the working actors sending in the reels. And it's Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, if they're hired, they're going to be hard at work looking at all those reels, obviously. As all these actors, they all want to so badly want to be in my movie because being in Ivan movie is fucking cool. At the same time, they all want to get out of the Hollywood system because I'm their last hope to freedom. Obviously, Ivan's company is independent from the Hollywood system. I know if I work for his company, I get to make my millions. I get to be free. You get to have freedom, which is an amazing feeling, obviously. Hence why a lot of these actors, once filming ends, some of them are gonna cry. I'm gonna see tears in their eyes. They're gonna Ivan, you know what I'm saying, like, please man, I wanna work for you, you know what I'm saying, your company's better than Hollywood. I don't wanna go back to Hollywood. I can't stand Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? I know if I go back to Hollywood, I'm gonna go back to being a dirty fucking slave. I'm not gonna be free. And they know they're not gonna be free because that's how it works in Hollywood, obviously. Hence why they're all gonna really beg, obviously. And my company will be bigger than all these Hollywood companies, obviously. So not only is Skyscraper independent from the Hollywood system, obviously, it is a bigger company than all those Hollywood companies. I'll be putting out better quality movies on average. Than what? Than Warner Bros., Universal, Paramount, you know what I'm saying, Disney, Fox. Well, Disney bought Fox. I'll be putting out better quality movies than all those movies. Yes, me and my wife will be fucking boss, obviously. We'll be fucking boss. Right? And those actors chosen for Zanus, they are the lucky ones as they're going to get to experience the international fame and glory with King Ivan and Queen Regina, especially for Zanus, because Zanus, you're looking at one of, if not the best story ever told in motion picture, as you're looking at the devil himself for Aratat. So think something scarier than The Exorcist, Conjuring, all these creepy movies, right? Exorcist, Conjuring, Amityville Horror, you know what I'm saying, The Shining, all those horror movies that came out in the past. You're looking at, these movies will look PG compared to Zanus. As Aratat, you're looking at the walking devil himself on the screen. You look at something fucking scary. You're looking at a revolutionization of technology, revolutionization of action sequences, a revolutionization of world building, a revolutionization of horror. You're looking at something fucking scary. As I'm putting $380 million towards special effects for Zanus. And you're looking at something fucking scary for Zanus. So you not only have the special effects, you have the horrific masks that the voice actors are going to wear. The actors are going to wear, obviously. I'm putting money into top-notch machinery equipment for the masks, for Aratat and all of them. It looks something fucking scary. And that's why these actors are fucking lucky chosen for Zanus. Obviously. You also have what? The advanced set building. I'm putting 35 million towards set building. Top-notch sets. You also have the music. Hans Zimmer will be composing the horrific music, for the themes for Aratat, all that stuff. The war, the Xanian theme, all that stuff. Music, top-notch music, obviously. You also have the update IMAX. I'm updating all my IMAX cameras. So all the cameras I'm going to release, I'm going to update it. Update it with speakers, sound, focus, all that stuff. Lenses, all that stuff. I'm updating it. Yeah, I'm gonna tell when I make that call. If my wife makes a call, I'm gonna tell Vijay, hey, tell the company, I want all my cameras pimped out fully. I want it updated. I want it pimped out fully, updated with speakers, lenses, all that stuff. That way you get on better quality for your movie, obviously. And not only that, you also have the 4K Blu-ray effect coming with that too. And you also have the theater systems, because most people in the world are going to buy a theater. You have the whole theater system. That's why Skyscraper will be the best brand in the entertainment business, man. So you have the top-notch technology, special effects, updated IMAX cameras, the music, top-notch set building, the world will look more natural, obviously. You also have the 4K Blu-ray effect with that. Hence why you're looking at an 8K world for Zanus. 4K, 8K world, 6K, 4K world. Looks like top-notch. 8K world, man. You're looking at something better than Avatar. So think something like Avatar, high-tech world, except the world looks more natural. It's like something like Lord of the Rings. So think something on a level like Avatar, except the world looks a lot more natural. It's something like Lord of the Rings, but it's an advanced world. And think horror 3 times scarier than what you got for The Exorcist and all those movies, Conjuring. Because I'm putting so much money towards special effects. And Aratat, the actor for Aratat will be wearing a mask. You're looking at something 3 times scarier than Pennywise the Clown. 3 times scarier than that devil in Annabelle. 3 times scarier than the boss orc in Lord of the Rings. You're looking at demons and devils on the screen. And hence why those actors chosen for Last of the Days are fucking lucky, obviously. Right? And there's a high chance for the greatest game movie. I'm going to keep saying this. I had those 2 actors chosen, obviously, for the movie. There's a high chance Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson. You guys see the future, you already know. There's a high chance Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck, or Samuel Jackson will be chosen for the Great Escape movie. There's an 80% chance I'm going to have my secretaries give their agents a call. I'm going to say, hey man, I want these actors cast for my movie. And if they are, they're going to be lucky as you're looking at an amazing Great Escape movie. For that movie, you're looking at something almost as good as Zanus. as I'm putting $730 million towards the movie, and you're looking at unheard of special effects for that movie too. I'm putting $250 million plus towards special effects for that movie, and you're looking at unheard of world building too for the city, the drone shots in the shit city, unheard of quality. I'm also updating my IMAX cameras for that movie too. Unheard of fighting, car chases, car jumps, all that stuff, man. Unheard of organizational. It looks like top notch. And for that movie, I'm willing to pay Keanu Reeves $40 million. I'm not going any higher than that for him. That's good enough. If you don't like the deal, you can abandon the project and I'll cast someone else. And he will accept the deal, obviously. Keanu Reeves will accept $40 million. $40 million is a nice fucking deal. Scarlett Johansson, I'm willing to pay her a nice $38 million for the role. I'm not going any higher than that for her. That's good enough. If you don't like it, you're more than welcome to go back to Hollywood and be a dirty slave if you don't like my offer. Samuel Jackson, he's chosen. I'm willing to pay him $38 million too for the role. That's a big cut on your budget. That's what you got to watch out. And if Ben Affleck is chosen for the boss, I'll pay him like $34 million. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 million around there. $14 million bonus, like a $20 million salary, $21 million salary, which is nice. Obviously. Which is nice, obviously. And if those two guys are chosen, they're all going to be saved. They're all going to get to party up my $100 million root condo. Again, they already know if they're chosen. They can see the future. I have the keys. But there's a high chance they are chosen. Because there's an 80% chance when I start the Great Escape movie, I'm going to call my agent. I'm going to tell my secretaries, hey, give these actors a call. Give these actors a call and I'll have them what? And I'll have them cast for my movie, obviously. It looks really top notch. Remember that picture that VJ posted? Because VJ not only can what? You will see the future. My wife can see the future. Because I have the keys and my wife's connected to me, she can see the future too. Remember that picture that she posted with that guy with the robe? The robe, he had that red robe and he had that beard. That's me and Zayn or something. The red carpet, wearing a costume. That's the symbolism of me and Zayn, obviously. I'm gonna be wearing that robe. You're gonna see me with my beard. Yeah, man, skinny. Yeah, man, that's me and Zayn, obviously. VJ can see the future. She knows what. She knows I'm gonna make that last over Zayn's movie, obviously. And you're looking at an amazing movie for that. She knows, obviously. Remember that picture that she took in 2017? She did some shoot or whatever. She did some Instagram video. She was wearing green pants and a black shirt with that mask. I believe that mask and chicks are clothing designer or something like that. She works for VJ, right? So VJ's paying her a salary, obviously. Right? Remember what? Remember that picture? Remember when VJ was on top of a roof in New York? I guarantee VJ made that video because she knew in the future me and her are gonna own that rooftop condo, man. She knows in the future. Yeah, in the future, I'm gonna take this Instagram picture. Me and Ivan are gonna own a top high-end rooftop condo in the future, obviously. Because VJ can see the future. I have the keys, obviously. VJ can see. She can see VJ has the keys like me, obviously. But because I have the keys, VJ can see too. She can see the future, obviously. She can see the future with Ivan, obviously. She can see, obviously. Obviously, right? And that's why me and her are gonna live that amazing life. And you're looking at a rooftop condo. Remember Tony Stark's house in Iron Man? You're looking at a rooftop condo, high tech like that, man. A high, super advanced $100 million rooftop condo. Obviously, a high tech $70 million jet, $35 million top end yacht, high tech, you know what I'm saying, luxury office, boardroom. It looks like top notch. Hence why when these actors walk in mobs, they're gonna be like, holy shit, Skyscraper's top notch. They're all gonna be wild. Holy shit, Skyscraper's a top notch company, obviously. Even these Hollywood celebrities like Keanu Reeves, Ben Affleck, Scarlett Johansson, or Samuel Jackson, if they're chosen, when they walk into my office and they find my jet, even they're gonna be like, holy shit, Skyscraper's a top notch company, you know what I'm saying? Even though these guys are filthy rich, when they walk into my office, even they're gonna be like, holy shit, Skyscraper's top notch, man. And they're all gonna be fucking nervous, obviously. And when they party up my condo, when they see my condo for the first time, they're gonna be like, holy shit, man. You have a nice crib here, Ivan. This is a nice fucking place, man. Even they're gonna be wild. Because most of those guys own like an 8, 5, 10, $20 million house. Whereas I'm owning a $100 million rooftop condo. And most of those guys don't even have $100 million in their bank. Obviously. And if they do, it's a big cut on their budget, obviously. As most Hollywood celebrities can't afford a $100 million condo. And if the ones who can, it's a really big cut on their budget. It's like more than half their money gone. Obviously, right? It's a really big cut on their budget, obviously. Hence why me and my wife are going to be so fucking rich, obviously. For their unique, KJ Apa, he is a lucky one. He will be chosen for that movie. He'll be playing the role of my best friend Jake, obviously. It's funny because before I even announced that he's chosen, KJ Apa already knew that he was chosen because I have the keys. You can see the future. Yeah, I already know I'm chosen for their unique. He already knew, obviously. He's gonna be the lucky one. He's perfect for my role, my best friend Jake, obviously, because I want my best friend Jake to be attractive. I want him to be because KJ Apple is a very attractive man. I'm not gay, okay, but KJ Apple is a very very attractive man. Obviously, I've seen Rivendell. I saw the first 2 seasons of Rivendell. Obviously, very attractive man. I want him to play my best friend Jake. Obviously, there's a good chance I'll have him be in a relationship too. I'll have him be in a relationship with some other chick, and even when he's in a relationship with some other chick, when Josh meets Dawn, even he's envious of Josh and Dawn's relationship. I can even have his girlfriend be envious of the relationship too, obviously. Look at something top notch. I might even have Josh be a virgin. I don't know. I'm thinking of either having Josh be a virgin or he's not a virgin. Probably not. But if you have Josh be a virgin, you're looking at a more powerful story. It's a satire to my life, obviously. So Jake is in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? He's having sex with his girlfriend. Josh is a super attractive 30-year-old man. He's a virgin, obviously. And all of a sudden, when he meets this one chick, I won't have Dawn be a virgin. Dawn's not a virgin, but Josh, I might have him be a virgin. All of a sudden, when he meets Dawn, you know what I'm saying, his best friend Jake is envious. Who's that chick, Dawn? And so his envy nature grows. His girlfriend's envious. And Dawn's best friend and her family's envious. Her powerful family are envious too. And the relationship gets so bad that she ends up running away with Josh, obviously. And Dawn is super rich, whereas Josh is like a poor man. He's not poor. He makes like $30,000 a year, and he works at a bar. You know what I'm saying? He lives with his best friend Jake. I can either have him live with his best friend Jake, or he doesn't. I think it's cool if he lives with his best friend Jake. They live in some apartment, obviously. Hence why you're looking at an amazing story for their unique. And for that movie, I'll make for about $200 million. I might make it for more. I might put a good, I don't know, $240 million towards it. Because I have to create room to pay the 17 and all that stuff. So I might make it for maybe $250 million or something like that. My point is I'm going to make it around that $200 million range. Obviously. But Very Unique will be my smallest budget out of all my movies. Because for romance, you don't have to put that much money towards it, obviously. I told you, the more money you put towards your movie, the better quality movie you're going to get, obviously. For Very Unique, I'll probably put a good $250 million towards it to create more room to pay. Because I also have to pay my 17 too. I have to pay my 17. It's all part of the budget too. Obviously, you want to create room to pay your A-listers too. But for that movie, I only have like 2 A-listers. And everyone else, I'll just have B-list actors are cheaper. For that, because there's some movie. Very Unique is the only movie whereby I'm only gonna have like 2 or 3 A-listers. Because I can't afford to have like 8 for that movie. My budget's not as big. So for that movie, I'll probably have like 2 or 3 A-listers and that's it. Might have maybe 2 small A-listers. Pay 2 of those guys $9 million. I can't go any higher than 9 for that because it's a smart budget. Pay those 2 guys $9 million, and then I can have 1 big A-lister. But that big A-lister, I'll have him be worth 70, 80, 90 million. That way I can pay him a nice $65 million for the role. And like a $4 million. For that, I have to pay him at the low end, like a $4 million bonus because it's a smaller budget, man. You gotta watch for your budget, which is still a nice paycheck for a romance movie, obviously. And for the hidden vampire movie afterwards, there's a high chance, 80% chance. Again, Will Smith and Mark Wahlberg already know if they're chosen. They can see the future. I have the keys. You will already know if they're chosen or not. But there's a high chance, 80% chance, I'll be choosing Will Smith to be the captain on the boat. You're looking at an amazing movie for that hidden vampire movie, man. Think something like King Kong. You know King Kong Skull Island? Remember how they landed that island? They go to that island? Think something like that, except you have vampires living on the island. You look at some talk, and it's a bigger. And because I'm making it for 600 million, you're looking at something more high tech, more top quality than King Kong. Look at something amazing, man. Remember the movie 30 Days of Night with Josh Harness? Remember how those vampires were creepy? Think vampires like a bit scarier than that. Not much scarier, but think vampires even scarier than that. Living on the island, and me, my wife, we're a couple. You have other couples, and you have the captains. We're surviving the island, and we have a shotgun, we have chainsaws, all that stuff. And we land in this creepy, mysterious island, this hidden island, obviously that no one's heard about. And there's vampires living on the island. It's an amazing story, obviously. And our friends are doing an investigation in Los Angeles. Where did the boat crash? Okay, it crashed on this section, and eventually the friends find out there's legends about like an island. There's legends of an island. They found that there's a hidden island and all stuff, and they end up rescuing us. So the movie will end with, I don't know, they send like, I don't know, they have like helicopters or like planes, and they come and they rescue me, my wife, and the surviving couples, that kind of stuff. I'm gonna have a few people die. I might have maybe a couple couples die in the island, and maybe one of the captains survive. I might have the captain survive. Who knows? I might have Will Smith die in the movie. I probably won't. I won't have him die in the movie, but like Will Smith is a captain on the boat. Obviously, there's a good chance I'll have Mark Wahlberg chosen for that movie too. Mark Wahlberg will be in his early 60s, obviously, by then. He's like 46 right now. So 16 years from now, he'll be what? Yeah, he'll be like 66, 62, 63. He'll be in his early 60s. Early 60s are still strong. So Mark Wahlberg is good for that movie. Obviously, Will Smith, I'll pay him a nice $40 million for the role. Obviously, $44 million is highly unlikely because you got to watch for a budget. You got to create room for your crew and all that stuff. I'll pay him a nice $40 million for the role. It's good enough. Obviously, I could perhaps pay him a bit more, but chances are I'll pay him $40 million. Mark Wahlberg, I'll pay him like 30, 35 million, whatever it is, for the role. I could even pay him 38 million for the role, but I'll probably pay him like 30, 35 million for the role around there. Pay him a $14 million bonus and a $21 million salary, which is nice, obviously. And you balance that with your small ASers. The small ASers, you pay them like 9 million. Pay 3 of them. If you have 5 of them, pay 3, 9, 9.1, 9.2, whatever it is. One you can pay 10, and the other one, if he's pretty big, you can pay like 11, 12. It depends on how big the guy is, obviously. The guys are not as big. I'm just gonna pay them all 9 million because you gotta balance your budget. You gotta watch out, man. Pay 4 like 9, you can pay 1 like 12. That way you create room because you gotta create room for your crew too. Because to pay 6 crewmen $1,000 is like $1 million on your budget. And you gotta create room for your crew too. It's very important that you create room for your crew, obviously. And Leonardo DiCaprio, is a good chance I will have him chosen for the Western gangster movie. I saw him in The Revenant, and I think he's perfect for that movie. He'll be a lot older by then. He'll be in his late 60s by then. But he's perfect for the hit, for the what? Here's the thing. I was thinking of Keanu Reeves for the Western gangster movie, but the problem is, by the Western gangster movie, Keanu Reeves will be very old. He'll be in his 80s. He'll be fucking old. Hence why I'd rather have him chosen for the Western for the Great Escape movie, because he'll be a lot younger. He'll still be in his late 60s by then. He'll be like 69, 70. Whereas if I have him chosen for the Hidden Valley movie, he'll be in his 80s, like 85. He'll be fucking old, obviously. Hence why Keanu Reeves is perfect for the Great Escape movie. And again, you guys already know, all you Hollywood actors watching this, you guys already know all the actors who are chosen for my 5 movies. You know, man. You can see the future. You know who's chosen. Vija already knows all the actors who are chosen for my movies. You can see, obviously. You can see the future. Obviously, you can see. You can see the future, obviously. And you guys know how top much my Skyverse company is. You're looking at a high-tech, super advanced company. You're looking at a high-tech luxury office. You know what I'm saying? 100 million with a condo. All the major actors. Only the major actors in my movie get to party up my condo. The minor actors don't get to party up my condo. Minor actors, I'll just party up in the lounge or my yacht. Or I'll party up in the lounge. The reason why the minor actors don't deserve to party with their condo is because they're not my stars. Minor actors are not stars. Whereas the major actors are all stars for a movie, hence why they deserve to party up with their condo, obviously. Shut my count.